amazing working with my wife. So I know I'm working with a partner that's just as dedicated as I am.
Working with my husband has its challenges because we're together all the time. It is an art form, what we do here as far as metal shaping, especially the interiors, paint colors, matching it to interiors, wheels. I mean, everything goes hand in hand. Everything has to be complementary. GCD actually stands for Gillin Custom Design. Gillin is a combination of my partner's name and my name, Gil and Linda. My name is Linda Nylon, and I am the owner of GCD Auto Studio.
My name is Gil Mungie. I am one of the owners at GCD Auto Studio.
He has a respect for what I do here. I have respect for what he does here.
GCD, you know, we're not just building cars, we're building relationships.
I'm the realist, he's the dreamer.
Because it's not just about the build. We're 100% married to the ride.
So as a business owner, obviously we always look to help fellow business owners. You know, we're all in this together, we're all a community. Since we've been here in Florida, New York, I have to say we have been welcomed with open arms. They're wonderful, the chamber's wonderful. We actually had a ribbon cutting here, and it just so happens that, and it's a place I used to work, local winery is looking to expand the line of wines and what they're doing. It just so happens to be a classic car theme right up my alley. So they reached out to see if we could do some work for them on a tailgate that they had that is part of, you know, has been part of their farm for a long time. I was right all over it. Of course we're going to do that, and I know the perfect person, and that's Bob. He's got that art background.
Always been into older cars. Always been into making things with my hands and putting an artistic craftsman touch on things. And it just naturally, it's a natural fit for me.
He was the perfect guy to, you know, to put on this. We are going to be looking to do other pieces for them in the future, you know, but as they're just, you know, getting opening now, and they're just starting to set up their space. So this will be one of the larger pieces that'll be a main focal point in, you know, one of those Instagram moments when people come in and visit the winery, that they'll be taking pictures of it, and I'm really excited to kind of go over that with Bob and see what his thoughts are.
So Linda, what do we got going on here?
So this tailgate is actually going to be an art piece. Quick little story. Friends of mine, actually, I used to work with them. They own Applewood Winery right here locally. They're doing a really cool spin-off called Willow's Garage and Winery. A lot of fruit-flavored wines, and they wanted more of a garage theme. They have a wine that's, one of them is called Backseat Mistakes, which I thought was funny because, you know, who hasn't made those? But what we want to do, they want to keep the patina. It's just going to be wall art. It will be inside. Okay. They want to keep a lot of the rust that's here. They're looking to do the letters in a white, but still, you know, kind of make them look rusted. And they want to put some hunter green. I know that there's a little bit of green that you can see what it used to be in the tailgate. Yeah. But this is actually from their property and is kind of a significant piece to them. So this was one of the first pieces. I'm sure we'll be doing some more once this is done. But we will take this up to them, you know, and present it when it's finished. So I just kind of wanted, since you have the artistic brain, to see, you know, where we want to start. We don't really want to repair anything, but we definitely need to address a couple things. I mean, just from looking at it.
Enhance it.
Yeah. As I said, it's nice. It's a local thing. I think it's kind of cool what they're doing, and this is the first of a few. So hopefully we can find some fenders and some other things. So keep an eye out because they are open to looking for some other rusty treasures. But yeah, no, I think this is going to be a fun piece. Looking forward to.
Well, it's also nice to be able to use these, you know, something like this where obviously it's not worth restoring.
No.
But it's still interesting, and it would make perfect piece of wall art.
Yeah.
Community. Community comes in many forms. Each of them are very important. This week, we're doing some library chairs for Haverstraw. 80 chairs, so Kurt's gonna be really busy. And we're gonna go through a lot of boxes of staples. They're kind of going from the cloth that they had previously to now this vinyl, which is more durable. So we gotta get these done, we gotta get them quick because it's a really busy library. People like to read, I guess. Another form of community is having the opportunity to engage in the youth. When Guido approached me and said, hey, listen, they're having a career week in Passaic High School, I said, awesome, that's a great idea. Let's go down there. They have an automotive program, so it's twofold. We get to engage in the community, present opportunities, hopefully motivate them to get in the industry, but also, secretly, I'm hoping that it's going to be a great recruiting tool.
So today we have our 79 Trail Duster. It is here for some smaller things, new Hydro Boost braking system. We have to modify the drive shaft. Since we had leveled it out, it did have a sag. We had to replace the leaf springs, and once that happened, it sort of pulled the drive shaft out just a little bit and was vibrating. So we obviously need to change that. That's not something you want to have. So Scott's going to actually be working on this, and Rich is going to help out. Obviously, you need two people. You have to bleed the brakes. When it's done, you do need somebody that's at the firewall, somebody that's inside the cab when you're trying to mount the system in and run the lines. So really it does take two people. So I think Scott and Rich are the perfect team for this.
All right, today we're working on this 1979 Plymouth Trail Duster. We're going to be swapping out the original brake booster, doing a Hydro Boost setup, and also going to swap out the valve covers to a new set of valve covers.
In the past, we've done some rims and tires. This is a repeat client. He's got several things that he brings in. And being the type of shop that we are and the type of vehicles these are, you can't just bring them to a regular dealership to get worked on. So we have to make sure that we leave some space to have these types of smaller things that are in and out. And it's important because you want to make sure that you enjoy the vehicle. It's reliable, just like your everyday work vehicle.
So the client wanted to swap out the original brake booster. He had leaked, the booster was leaking. So I recommended that. He also wanted the diameter of it was a little large. It was hitting his valve cover. So we recommended that, instead of going to a smaller booster, why not just do a Hydro Boost setup, which is going to fix that also, plus give you better braking. All right, so first we had to remove the original master cylinder and booster setup, and then underneath the rod going to the pedal. Once that got out of the vehicle, we had to put the new bracket in for the Hydro Boost setup. Master cylinder had to get attached to that guy, and then we had to make a couple lines to go from the power steering pump to the Hydro Boost, because this system doesn't use vacuum off the engine. It actually uses power steering fluid pressure to operate it. And then the last items was I had to make a new rear brake line going from the front to the rear, because when I was under there, his brake line was very rusty, so I just replaced that while I was there. So a brand new line going to the back of the vehicle, and then I had to do a front line to the T on the bottom.
So let's get caught up to speed on the 1969 Corvette project. So we're looking at the rendering, and now it's time to divide up the work. Surprise, surprise, guess who's getting the carpet, the dash, and the steering wheel? Guido, of course, because that's what he always does. The door panels, we're going to hand those off to Tyler, because they're going to need a little CAD design and a little new technology to make those door panels happen based on the rendering. So Tyler's going to have to get those in the computer and figure the rest out. I don't know how he's going to do it, but there must be a little bit of magic in that computer, because what it spits out is perfection. So now what's left? Let's bring Colin in. He's got to go ahead and take care of the custom kick panels, the center console, and that back wall where the speakers are going to be.
So today we're working on the 1969 Corvette. I'm going to be starting with fabrication on the console. When figuring out design on the console, we would like to look at profiles for corners and edges so that it blends well from the console to the dash. I'm going to lay out the basic structure and have the shift bezel landed where it needs to go. From there, I'll figure out the console pocket area so that I can hand it off to Guido. He can finish the dash, and then I can finalize the tolerances with the leather to the dash. So it's a multi-step process, and everything has to be kept in mind throughout the way.
We'll probably have to bring in Julio as well, so we'll have him start wrapping the kick panels and the speakers in the back. We don't want him to feel left out, so we got to include him in this project. And at the very end, what's going to be left is Kurt having to wrap it up. So we're going to get this black cloth top and get it on this burgundy Corvette.
The first step, I want to get this somewhat flat. You have this big dent right here from whatever it's been through over the years. I'm gonna get it so it's kind of somewhat level. It's got a very large bow in the center there, so at that point I'm gonna try and clamp it down and really beat it up and try and get it somewhat flat. I don't want to take all the dents out. I want to take some of them out, but I don't want to take away from the history that it's had, you know. And obviously, you know, being that this is has some significance with the people that found it, you know, I want to keep it, you know, true to what it was. I mean, this thing really has no other purpose than, you know, you can't use it for restorations. You can't restore this. You know, it wouldn't be worth it. But, you know, because of the character, nature has put a little artwork into this already, and you know, I don't want to take away from that, but I would like to enhance it, and that's what they want. So that's what I'm going to do. I found the color, the original color of the primer on the side here. That was kind of like an olive color like you see here. It wasn't nearly as vibrant, but it was a good starting point. So what I'm doing now is I'm actually highlighting the spots where it appears that paint is kind of there, and basically going by the pits and, you know, the flat spots and that kind of stuff. And I am highlighting those, and once I'm done with this, I'm going to, because the original color of this was actually green, believe it or not. Originally the lettering looks like it was red, green and red, this thing. They want it to be white. So what I'll do is I'll have, again, you want it to have the look as, you know, natural look, so I'll probably have in the crevices have white remaining, you know, kind of bordering it out to highlight the letters. But I don't want to fully cover them. I don't want to fully, you know, because it would look kind of ridiculous to have fully white letters on this thing. I'm more or less accentuating what's already there. And then after I'm all done, I'll go back with a brown tone and kind of wash it with a thinned down version of brown, different color browns, and it'll have the effect of staining the paint over the years as if water was falling over for many years.
Passaic High School has a great automotive program. So we're down there. I think we were only supposed to present once or twice, but once we were down there, we wound up presenting 5 times.
Everybody tells you, you got so many strikes against you, you can't really do anything in life, because you're from this area or you're from this background, but
we find that these students really shine in these programs, whether it's the construction, whether it's dance, whether it's graphic arts and automotive. And we do explain all the different opportunities in automotive and all these CTO programs that are available for them. So having guys like you come in and present is absolutely fantastic for these programs.
thankfully for me, my mother was a very strong person. And she always told me in life that everyone has the same opportunity, right? So this entire room, for today, this morning, everyone is here, you're all equal. There's no difference in anyone. So opportunity is equal in life. Results are going to be based on the effort you put into it. So what are we doing now? So what I do now is I own and operate, along with my wife, a custom car shop. So it's called GCD Auto Studio. We're in Orange County, New York. We build classic cars, we do restoration work, we do custom work.
How's everybody doing? It's good to be here.
¿Quién está aquí?
So, I'm the painter from GCD Auto Studio.
Yo soy el pintor de GCD Auto Studio.
I've been in the industry for...
And in between one of the sessions, I was approached by a student, Matt, who showed a lot of interest in the automotive world and mostly interest in joining our team. But that very same night, I got an email from Matt wanting to come up during spring recess to check out the shop. That's a lot of initiative he's showing. Hopefully he follows through. So then what happens? Guido tells me, hey, listen, Matt doesn't have a ride. I'm gonna pick him up and bring him up. So now he's here today, walking around the shop, learning each and every step. Hopefully he'll find something that piques his interest, so that way when he's done with high school, he'll be joining GCD Auto Studio.
Matthew Garcia. I'm from Passaic. I go to Passaic High School, Passaic, New Jersey. I went up to Gil, the owner of GCD, and I went up to him and said, asked him questions and how can I be involved, and he gave me everything, and that's why I'm here now. So I was interested in GCD Auto Studio because I'm more into older cars. I like cars. Cars is my passion. So I would like to work in an environment like this. The end result of all of this, I'm trying to make this a future career because I'm really in depth with all this stuff. I like to do it and I want to do it. I want to pursue it.
If there's any indication of what we have to look forward to in this Passaic High School class, I think it's a very great indication because if each of those students took that much initiative, we're in good hands going forward.
So today we have our 79 Trail Duster. It's actually going to be leaving.
Myself and Rich bled the brake system out. I actually went to the rear on this and bled the system. So it was actually a weird change of pace for me. I usually stick to the front of all the vehicles, but this vehicle I did the front and the rear, and then Rich was inside pumping the pedal for me. So. We're all done with this vehicle today. I just took it out for a test drive, came back, checked for any leaks in the system, the power steering or the brake system. Brakes were fantastic, no leaks. The customer's going to be picking up shortly today, and I think he'll be very happy with what we did to the truck.
Guido, what do you got going on here?
We just finished to install the back piece, the big one, the heavy one. I mean, as you know, I have to finish first the front, the tunnel, front, driver, passenger, and then finally we just finished with the back.
Yeah.
car is ready to go.
Yep. So now all the carpet's done now, right? So everything's finished.
All the carpet is done.
So we just got to get the speakers in, and this whole back section's done. We're not doing anything up here, so this is all finished. That's good. And then you have the dash already finished. That's good.
Get that, yes.
And then we just got to get these wrapped, and that's it for the back here. Yeah, we got to get these panels wrapped in the leather too. So. But we'll let Julio finish the back wall there with the speakers. We got to get some LED lights here. And then the only thing left is the doors and the top. So awesome. Thank you. Beautiful. Thank you.
At the winery, getting ready to present the tailgate and a special little something that we made for them as well for an awning. And I cannot wait for them to see the finished products. So let's say we do this. Let's go.
Hi, I'm Jonathan Hull of that old winery. So this is the Willows Garage and Winery, and it's an automotive-themed winery, and the idea is we want to be lively and fun and introduce people to wine.
Hello. How are you?
Great.
Can't wait to see this. Yeah, can't wait to see. So, your tailgate.
Oh my goodness. Whoa, look at that.
Oh my gosh, let me see. I've been hearing so much about that. That's amazing.
That come out nice.
Yeah. The detail, wow.
I heard about what you did, and now I finally see it with my own eyes.
Yeah, no, it came out good.
Yeah, you remember what it looked like before? That's incredible.
The colors.
Huh.
I know, it was so rusted, it was full of dirt.
I know. We
Full
still
of
left
dirt
some
and
of the
sand.
rust and a lot of the patina and all the detail. This way you can still.
Well, that's what I
it
love.
has a life.
I love the patina.
Yeah, that's really
It
great.
shows,
I
you know,
love
that
the
it's an
green
old piece.
color.
It doesn't.
Yeah.
I didn't want to restore it to like new. I want to lock
Yeah,
it
we
in
want to keep
time.
that vintage
Yeah,
look.
those like
That's
the
incredible.
little, yeah, that looks great. All the detail work on there. It's going to look so awesome. It's really going to make the whole thing pop.
Oh, yeah,
for
absolutely.
sure.
Yeah, this is
Absolutely.
perfect.
It'll be a conversation piece for sure.
Yeah, no. And like I said, now you can actually hang it. It's
So we're
doesn't
going
weigh
to
5
hang
million
that
pounds.
inside?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, let's go do it.
Linda worked for us for years ago, and then I just recently read that she opened up this automotive restoration shop, and I had this old tailgate from the farm here hanging around from this old Chevy pickup truck, and I instantly thought of her for taking that too and restoring it and making something interesting out of it.
Put it temporarily here for now. It's going to go up on this wall. It'll look great.
Oh, that's perfect spot.
Wow. You got to get some bottles.
I like that.
Yeah.
Here,
Put some of these
use
bottles
this.
up. Thanks.
Nice.
Oh, look at that.
It's home.
Put two on that side,
Oh
yeah?
my gosh, yes. I have to bring in my other surprise.
Oh.
I have something else for you.
Oh,
Really?
Wow.
Do you need me to run away? I have another surprise.
What is that?
What did you do?
This is your awning for outside, your outside window.
Oh, really?
Wow.
Yeah, it's an old VW.
I love that this tailgate is a part of our farm's history and my family, and that we kind of brought this. It was rusting behind the winery for years, and I just couldn't bear to part with it. And I'm glad I didn't, because now Linda took it and really restored it and locked it in time for us so that we can have this for years to come now.
I'm so excited to tell you about my winery trip. And as you can see, I got some stuff to take with me.
Yes, I see the wine closet's been restocked.
Oh, yes. So I figured this is actually really good. I'm a big fan of fruit wines, so which is nice for summer, and that's kind of what this is about, the winery. So They're not quite open just yet. I would say any day now, they're getting it all set up.
Oh, so you had VIP access.
Yeah. So anyway, but we delivered the tailgate, and we delivered the special piece that we have for an awning. It was for a VW Bug. It was the
engine cover.
Yeah, engine cover.
Is that the blue engine cover I saw?
Yeah,
Oh.
and it fits perfect. It's so cool, and he was so excited about it. So we cleaned that up, and he actually put it up, and it'll fit nice. He held it up. So it was just nice to be able to, because obviously I work for them. It was nice to see them again and be able to, be a little part of the community and do a little something for local business. We're a local business, and if it has to do with wine, I'm all over it. So, but
Nice.
but he was pretty excited to have those things, and the whole entire winery is going to be sort of like this garage, this classic car garage with all these parts, and it's like so cool. Like look at their little labels. That
Nice.
they put with
Nice
the little
Buick.
car.
It's Buick.
Joyride,
Yeah.
this one's called.
Ah.
I already drank the backseat mistakes. It was a peach wine. It's gone.
I've had some backseat mistakes. in
Let's
my
not
life.
talk about that.
Okay.
Let's talk about your week at the
Our
shop.
week was amazing. So we finally got to work on that 69 Corvette. So Guido got the dash done, we got the carpet in, Colin did the audio, making some progress on the panels. So it was kind of excited. I think it's beautiful. So I mean, it's another black interior in a car, but it's coming together nice. So
It is nice. That rendering was nice. I was really wondering how that would translate in
yeah, that burgundy pops.
No,
Yeah,
it looks beautiful. It looks beautiful. So I think that the client should be really, really happy with that. I'd be happy with that. I think it looks beautiful. And I'm not a big Corvette person, but I think it's gorgeous.
No, this one sits nice. It's a nice car. Nice
So,
build.
I have some like small things to do. I'm always, I'm always trying to get these small projects in between the big projects. So I have Merrill and Mark the 49.
The M&M.
Yeah, the 49 F1. We're replacing the harness, which from what Mark says desperately needs to go. And there was a couple grounding issues, things like that. So I'm looking forward to seeing them because they also have a love of wine, which is nice. So we have something in common. But it'll be nice to get that done. It's just a safety issue. It's important to change all the wiring. Everyone's like, oh, if you don't see it, don't worry about it until your garage catches on fire, and then it becomes a problem. So it'll be nice to have that all done for them. So I'll let you know this way you can say hello.
Awesome.
And what do you have?
We're making some progress on that 69 Camaro, the big block, the 900 horsepower thing there. So focusing on the floor because he doesn't want carpet anymore. He wants the floor wrapped in leather. So Guido's got to really dial in the smoothness of that floor pan. So
why leather?
why not? I mean, it's leather.
I
It's
don't
beautiful.
know. I'd be afraid. I don't want to put my feet, even my bare feet, I wouldn't want to put on that. That's crazy.
Yeah, I wouldn't put bare feet on there. I'd put human feet. But so we're gonna do these pads for carpet, so that way when they step on it, even with the bare feet, you can step on it.
Can I drink my wine now? 'Cause that was a bad joke. Bad joke. But anyway.
Awesome week. So.
Like this show? Want more? Then head to WatchPTTV.com, the new 100% free PowerTube TV streaming network. Home of the best classic and new motorsports racing and build shows on the web.